Hello, Dr. Lewis here, your medical scientist and founder of Health Revival Partners, which is a chronic disease prevention and reversal program. And also I'm the Chief Science Officer for GoMD, which is a really robust telehealth platform that anybody today should consider joining to get expert help without coming to a doctor's office when that's a viable option. So let's talk about how the new coronavirus treatment is working. And there are a couple patients that are now well documented in journal articles. And I'm talking about Remdesivir, not the hydroxychloroquine treatment that is also emerging as a good possibility for treating this disease. So this is from the New England Journal of Medicine, which is arguably the top medical journal in the world, and it's published out of Mass General, Harvard Medical School. So this is the first case of the 2019 novel coronavirus, but the study was done in 2020. So here they report the first case of COVID-19. And so they did the identification, diagnosis, and clinical course, and they wrote this whole thing up, including the patient's initial mild symptoms at presentation with progression to a pneumonia on day 9 of the illness and final resolution of COVID-19. And so here's the reference to that publication that just came out very recently. So a lot of text here, but the person was presented to an urgent care clinic on January 19th, 4-day history of cough and subjective fever, so not measured, but felt feverish. Waited 20 minutes to go to the exam room. Disclosed that he came from Wuhan, China on the 15th, so 4 days in the U.S. with emerging symptoms. And because of his recent travel and symptoms, he decided to see his healthcare provider. There's a history of hypertriglyceridemia, which is really diabetes, and otherwise healthy non-smoker. Chest x-ray, no abnormalities, negative on a battery of pathogens, no indication of being in contact with an ill person to his recollection. So taking nasal and oral swabs positive for the SARS-CoV-2 virus, admitted to an airborne isolation unit. Patient reported persistent dry cough, 2-day history of nausea and vomiting, no shortness of breath or chest pain, interestingly, because that's considered a major symptom by the CDC. Vital signs normal, and had dry mucous membranes, but nothing else that could be determined from an initial doctor analysis. So day 2 to 5 of hospitalization, which is around day 6 of the symptoms, vital signs still normal. Intermittent fevers, not consistent fevers. Tachycardia, which is an elevated heart rate, and a non-productive cough. Loose bowel movements and abdominal discomfort. This is not normal for a cold, but can be normal for the flu. And importantly, the stool tested positive for the virus. And at this point, day 2 through 5, treatment is just supportive for pain and cough with standard traditional medications. So lab testing during the first 2 to 5 days. Leukopenia, which is a low white blood cell count, but that's actually fairly typical for a viral infection. We'll see white blood counts of below 4,000 counts, 3,500, 3,000. Also true in cancer. Mild thrombocytopenia, so low red blood cell counts. And then elevated creatine kinase, which is ATP related, so an energy deficiency in muscles and some indication of maybe kidney injury. Liver abnormalities. And day 5, signs of pneumonia starting to creep in. And his oxygen sat, measured just on the fingertip, it dropped from 95% initially, which is a little bit low, to 90%. So we're seeing a significant decrease in blood oxygenation. So day 6 of hospitalization, atypical pneumonia with streaky opacity seen in radiology. Given oxygen therapy, given the standard treatment for pneumonia, and then given compassionate use, because it's not approved for this indication, of the Remdesivir. And there's the picture of the pill. So day 8 of hospitalization, condition improved. Oxygen therapy discontinued, and his oxygen sat went up to 95% from the 90. No signs of pneumonia, so it actually did resolve, not seeing scarring like is indicated in some cases so far. Appetite improved, and asymptomatic except for a dry cough, which had improved, and a runny nose. So here's a study of another individual, so talking about this drug, and the Mayo Clinic says it basically stops the production of the virus. Okay, so this is an extremely important point. And when they say stops the production, it doesn't kill the virus, but it kills its ability to replicate, which in many ways is the same thing. That's the same positive outcome. A little different, not killing the virus, but killing its ability to grow. And so here's a gentleman that was diagnosed with the coronavirus and hospitalized in March. According to his wife, he was really sick. Doctors put him on oxygen right away. And the Remdesivir appeared to work quickly for her husband too, referring back to that New England Journal of Medicine study on the 35-year-old. And on the very next day, he felt it was lifting and started to feel better, she recalled. And he's now home, although he still gets winded easily. He's improving, according to his wife. And it appears that the drug is directly associated, and probably not just associated, definitely helping with the underlying mechanism for the proliferation of the COVID-19 coronavirus. So the important thing that we have to keep in mind is that, yes, this treatment may work, but we don't have enough cases to know whether the person had true diabetes or really very mild health conditions. So the person responded very well, all these people responded very well to the treatment. But to improve your odds, you need to improve your health. So if you have underlying cardiovascular disease, diabetes, you're on medications for this, chronic respiratory disease, hypertension, or cancer, your odds are not as good as someone who's in perfectly good health. And, we don't have all the data in yet, but the current flu vaccine is only 58% effective. So your best recipe for avoiding contracting the virus, obviously, is containment. But to avoid very severe symptoms is to work diligently on your chronic health. And this does not mean taking medications for these conditions. It means reversing these conditions with lifestyle supplements and a variety of things that are known to help these conditions. So I'm Dr. Tom Lewis with GoMD and Health Revival Partners. Health Revival Partners is your chronic disease prevention and reversal program. And if you have a chronic condition, consider contacting us through our website, and we'll help you start reversing that process that led you into the disease in the first place. Thank you very much for your time. Take good care.